babies, direct from the beautiful Inland Blue Studios. Honey, this is the Nerdlife Crisis podcast with your host, that fine-ass Chris Thayer, that beautiful Steve Hale, and that big hunker chunk of meat, Ron Milts. Woo! Mama's hot up in here. Let's get this party started.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to the Nerdlife Crisis podcast. Here with your host today,
Chris Thayer,
Steve Hale,
Mike Eastman,
and I'm Ron Milts. All right, so this is a whole new episode for you guys. We are unbelievably close to Star Wars coming out, and by the time this episode's coming out, will most likely be released on the day. Like, that's so exciting, and when we can't wait to talk about it. Like, I've avoided all the marketing at this point.
seen the initial trailer.
That's it, and I haven't.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't like I did with the last one. Like, I searched out spoilers for the last one because I was like, I want to know as much about Star Wars as possible. Mm-hmm. And then this one, I'm like, I want to enjoy the moment.
Yeah,
because
hopefully,
yeah,
you've already seen it though. I mean, you get trained by Yoda, and Lando betrays
Steve
him.
and I were already having that discussion early on.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro is the new Lando. It's awesome.
I'm gonna be so mad if it's just Empire Strikes Back. But
well, I mean, hey, they pulled it off with
Force Awakens,
man,
and everybody just ate their shitburger and smiled.
And I'll tell you what, when you fucking brought it up, and we've talked about this on the show, when you brought it up, you said that was a fucking cleverly disguised fucking remake, and they go, "You motherfucker, dude! How dare you? How dare you?"
Well, it's just like Jurassic World. It was a remake of Jurassic Park.
It's a remake.
Well, I would
it's
disagree
really cleverly done.
I would disagree with the Jurassic World being a remake of Jurassic Park for the main reason that I think that Jurassic World pays off on a concept that we didn't necessarily get to see in Jurassic Park.
What?
Which is the park being open.
How did that affect? What effect did that have on the story?
It was fun.
Right? You had like one scene of people
Ron
running.
just liked to see that one scene with everybody ran, and then they were fucking gone, dude. I don't know where they went, but them motherfuckers were gone.
I
dude.
love the fucking park falling apart, and people are just eating lunch.
Right?
Jimmy Buffett.
Like,
this is one scene of it. I wanted more of that. I wanted give me something different, not just like, here's a little flavor. Okay, now something else. Now, the new one looks like it's Lost World combined with. I can't remember, but yeah.
Fucking volcano.
Well, we literally just watched the trailer, and from what I understand, from what we saw in the trailer, it looks like the story is there's blow
up the island.
There's a volcano that's about to explode and kill all the dinosaurs on the island, and their goal, for some unexplained reason, is to go back to the island and save the dinosaurs that are there. And to me, I'm like, so we're just gonna literally make Jurassic Park again.
It's number 2 now, where we're going in and trying to capture the dinosaurs and get them off the island. But I don't understand why you have to actually physically go on the island to do that.
Can't you just fucking recreate these creatures?
Right?
Like, didn't we just...
They have souls.
Can't you back up a boat and just leave the door open?
Please
play some noises and they'll come
send
to you.
all hate mail to Ron Milts at ronmilts@hotmail.com.
Look, I'm not
Dude,
Hotmail.
because
wait, why am I on hotmail.com?
I don't know.
I'm still on the Hotmail.
I still use Hotmail for.
Do you guys really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
Do
Since the
you do your
beginning.
searches at Alta Vista as well?
Right.
Is that...
I still have, dude.
Yeah.
My screensaver is fucking Netscape Navigator, dude.
What?
Web crawler.
Oh yeah, I was like, we're bringing it back. Fuck.
Dude, I forgot that was a thing. That's how long it's been.
No, I think they're playing to the whole like, we gotta save the whales and we gotta save them snails.
Or do you think that's
crowd?
I mean, partially. Do you think
It's hot
they're
right now.
Do you think they're tricking us? Because to me, this seems like a misdirect almost.
Well,
because if not, then I just saw the whole movie in the trailer.
Right?
Well, Buck, we saw the whole movie the last time in the trailer. I mean, they even showed what's his name crash the fucking
the helicopter.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, look at all the pterodactyls got out. I mean, everything. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but there was a lot of plot that wasn't in the trailer, which is like all the subterfuge with Doctor Who and
Yeah, I mean,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, sorry.
yeah, with their designer dinosaurs and stuff.
So I mean, I think they're gonna probably we're gonna get more of that storyline.
I gotta
Spielberg.
I gotta tell you, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, he
I'm
didn't
not
direct, he just
excited
produced.
about
produced
this at all. I'm just, and I wasn't. I sat in the theater in the last one, and I watched the movie, and I was meh.
Why is a T-Rex now like the world's biggest hero? Like I loved his appearance at the end of the first movie, but like you saw the same exact scene in the trailer for this one where it's like T-Rex comes busting out and saves the day. Like I'm gonna save you guys.
He saved the fucking day in the last one too. You know, I don't know. I don't fucking care.
I'm like, there's more dinosaurs than the raptors.
I think they're just putting Chris Pratt in this because he's the hot topic right now and he's selling movies.
Well, yeah, but it's also like you get more Jeff Goldblum.
Well, and that is the one scene that I'm fucking excited about is Jeff Goldblum because he was the runaway star from the first one. I mean, he was better than the Raptors.
Dinosaurs on the dinosaur tour.
Yes. He had two of the most iconic fucking lines in the movie that I still think of to this day, dude. And one is, "You were so busy." Your scientists were so busy with they never stopped to think if they should. And I think that fucking we are seeing that every day. Every time I see a fucking robot doing a fucking backflip, right? Every time I see them saying, "Oh, look at this fucking muscle fiber. This fucking robot could pick up something that's 1,000 pounds." And it could crack your fucking neck too, like a fucking replicant, fucking Blade Runner. Has anybody seen these fucking movies? Has anybody been paying attention? I mean, fuck, dude. They're gonna say, "Oh, the human race, you're a fucking virus, and we're gonna fucking kill you because look at what you've done.
Yeah,
you've had your chance."
Isn't that part of the goal? Like you get to be a robot hunter for your final job.
That would be fucking cool. That would be fucking
We're not
awesome.
Get zombies,
dude.
But we can get robots.
If I can't have the fucking zombies, I'll hunt them. Every time I see one of them fucking things. Like, did you see the one, the weird, creepy, bald woman robot?
Like, can answer
I want to
questions
shoot it in its fucking head,
It's
dude.
like it's based off of like Scarlett Johansson's features, I think.
Right.
And
is that the one where they asked it? You know, would you kill humans? Like, okay, I'll kill humans.
No, I don't think it's not. I think it's just been like some country recognized it as like a real fucking
Russia.
artificial intelligence. Every time I see these fucking videos of this thing, I want to fucking shoot it in its head. And I wouldn't even feel bad, dude. I would do it in front of everybody on fucking TV. These things cannot exist.
Did you not see Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams?
Fuck, dude. These
robots can cry.
fucking
Nobody
AI
saw that
and
movie,
shit.
dude.
Remember in AI when they're fucking zapping all the fucking zombies with acid and shit like that? I would fucking be running.
mean the robots?
Yeah.
The flesh.
You said zombies.
Oh, I'm sorry, zombies. I'm on a fucking rant right now. Go fucking they're dumping acid on the fucking robots and they're fucking tearing them
Chris Rock
apart.
robot.
And shit. Yeah.
All right.
There's a Chris Rock robot in the movie. Like it's so random. Like this does not fit the Stanley Kubrick style at all.
Chris Rock showed up in that movie?
He plays a robot. He's like, "Oh no, don't put me in that cannon."
Yeah,
Oh!
they shot him out the cannon.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck,
At
dude.
the Flesh Fair.
I've only seen that movie one time.
Fucking, I would be
movie's
running.
great,
I
dude.
would be running the fucking Flesh Fair, dude. Fuck
Yes, you
these,
would.
Fuck these goddamn fucking robots. This fucking artificial intelligence. They are gonna be the fucking doom of us.
What's
man.
really fun is how worked up you are about this.
Fuck,
Like,
dude. Every time I see it on fucking social media, I go,
is this what you saw on Reddit?
and they're
you
like,
went to Reddit?
They're coming for us.
Why do they have to make him smart? Can't we just fuck him?
I think of fucking even those. Even those fucking sex fucking robots. I'm like, that's fucking great, dude. Until it fucking rips your dick off, dude.
Either that or it makes you feel bad about
Rips
what
your
you're
fucking
doing.
Dick off, stuffs it down your fucking throat.
I
or
don't
something.
feel well tonight.
Yeah.
It's like even my robot turned me down this
Right.
week.
Yeah.
Powering off.
Yeah. We're treading into some fucking dangerous fucking territory. Did anybody fucking see Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Anybody fucking pay attention to that?
Not really.
Yeah, that's why I love that movie because when Thor's like, Ultron, we would have words with thee in douche speak. That was like my favorite part.
Right.
When did Thor get so cool? By the way.
It happened in one movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, your personality really changed.
Well, it's really kind of the same, but they were like, hey, we like this funny part of
Style,
it,
yeah.
so we're gonna lean into that a lot more, you know. So, but yeah, we went on quite the ride with that right there. By the way, like, weren't we talking about Jurassic World when that started?
Well, you go fucking with dinosaurs first, all right? Mm-hmm. And then you go fucking with robots and you see what fucking happens.
Well, and I think actually in the trailer, like Ian Malcolm is basically saying, like, if you let the dinosaurs off the island, that they're going to end up ruling the planet and we're going to get screwed.
Yeah.
So
I don't see how that could happen.
For any of those people,
yeah, but we have guns.
yeah, but they could eat you.
But we have guns.
You need to sleep at some point, and they can eat you.
And there are a lot of us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us. And
Dinosaurs are hungry. Have you seen that T-Rex? It eats everything, dude.
It does eat a lot.
except for our heroes.
Hey, listen.
As long as you keep Chris Pratt in front of you, you're fine.
Fuck, man. Look at fucking Black Friday. Okay, look at that fucking pandemonium.
Yeah, we are our own worst
now
enemy.
till there's fucking dinosaurs running all over the fucking place. Holy fucking shit, dude. Dude, people are fucking useless in a fucking.
Or are they driving to work as usual?
And there's a T-Rex on fire eating stuff.
It's just
on
like the
side
San
of road.
Diego scene from Lost World. Where
But this is what okay, did you guys see the fucking fire video of the guy saving the rabbit?
I did, yes.
Like, first off,
this fucking guy, dude.
wild rabbit.
You're an idiot. First off, the guy. Okay, so apparently the guy. You see the
great
video, like the guy rabbit like runs across into the fire,
Right.
And the guy pulls his car over and runs out.
Not today with Darwin.
He's slapping his legs. He's like, "Come here, man! Come here! Come to safety! Come to water, man!" And he's like, and these people are like, "What is he doing?" Like their little commentary. And fucking A, man, he reaches down, scoops this little fucking rabbit up and goes running off. Like, I'm saving you, little buddy. And I'm like, hey, cool, you know?
Hey, how horrifying would that video have been if he just scooped it up and tossed it into the flames?
How great would it be if he scooped it up after a couple minutes and just started eating?
Like if it was cooked and he was all
Right? He's just been in there long enough. Like fucking.
All hate mail, please send to Chris Thayer and Ron Milts at hotmail.com.
What if he just bit into it like Gollum and then
Like
sang his
Gollum?
little rabbit song?
You ruins it.
Just start smacking it on the fucking asphalt and shit, dude. Oh, fuck. You evil, sinister motherfuckers.
I want to see that video as well. By the way, if you could make a
Oh,
vine,
he
or-
saved it. Oh!
he fucking punted it back into the drop kicked the fucking rabbit into the fire. That'd have been so great. That would have had so many more views. Let's go make that video. All right. But yeah, man. So to me, that's the perfect example of like what would be the downfall. With people would be like, no, you can't hurt this T-Rex. It is a living.
Oh yeah,
That's the point
totally.
of the movie.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
yeah.
got feelings.
That T-Rex needs love. Look at him.
He's 1/8 toad.
Oh,
By the way, okay. If I have to watch Chris Pratt stop another flesh-eating creature with the power of his palm, like one more time, like essentially that idea of like, smell me, girl, you know me, like it just happened in the fucking trailer here for the new one as well, for the Velociraptor that he just saved.
Have you ever smelled Chris Pratt's palm?
I have not. I can only imagine it.
He can tame the wildest of
does it
beasts.
smell like Gamora?
It's kind of greenish.
Green boobs.
There's a funk going on here. I'm blown away at how much I'm not excited about that.
I see. I hate that
Well,
because
it's a new modern hero.
I
We
hate
can't
that
have
because
heroes that
it
shoot
goes along with that
anymore.
fucking like trying to sell this fucking idea that these fucking and you know, obviously dinosaurs aren't around, but these are fucking wild animals. They're
Right.
not fucking Disney, a fucking Pooh Bear and shit. That's what the people get, like this idea in their fucking head that a polar bear, oh, it's just a nice cuddly. No, it'll fucking eat you. It's an eating fucking machine. It's a killer. They're fucking brutal fucking killers. And every time these assholes go out in the fucking forest and they're like, I'm gonna go live with the grizzly bears, and then they get fucking eaten.
And then everybody's
And then
surprised,
what,
right?
What happened?
Maybe they're
I
trying to
thought they
win
were
an
little
Oscar.
lovers. So it was like, no. We can all be friends with the fucking dinosaurs.
It's like Siegfried and Roy, dude. I mean,
One of the best parts that came from the whole fucking thing was, yeah, those guys were great. Was when we were at
Now you
Comic
see my
Con.
face, now you don't.
I remember the Chris Pratt guy who get the fucking like
yes.
cosplaying the fucking
Yes,
three
that was
Velociraptors.
fucking
That
great.
was fucking cool.
We were at Comic Con and there was a guy, and they, you know, those stupid dinosaur outfits.
Yeah.
So there was a guy dressed as Chris Pratt, and he literally was like in the hallway, and the dinosaurs would come running up on him, and then he would stop them and like reenact it in the fucking.
It was
hallway.
fucking a great scene.
But it was really
Yeah.
fun. Like you're like, that's funny,
Yeah.
you know. So
After that, it was stupid in the fucking
Fuck them
movie.
cosplayers.
Chris is still bitter. Still bitter. All right, so speaking of other trailers that we aren't quite so worked up about, Avengers Infinity War dropped, you guys. So reactions.
Did we care?
I fucking cared.
It was okay.
What do you mean it's okay?
It's okay.
It's like the culmination of fucking 10 movies worth of fucking plot all coming together so they can fight.
I mean, we have come a long
I've
way.
listened to this episode
I'm
before.
excited about this.
Chris doesn't care, and Ron's like, how the fuck can you not care about this? It's like it's every Marvel movie that comes out.
Somebody's getting a bingo right now. Is what they're getting.
Somebody's getting a bingo.
So
Yeah, but I mean, come on. Like, nothing in that trailer looked interesting to you.
The end.
I thought Thanos
fun.
was
But it
a
said
little looked a little strange to me.
Purple
so?
Homer Simpson.
Or I don't know, like a version of
You look very spongy.
no, what's his name?
Steve
Bruce
Austin.
Willis, kind of.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
I don't know. I just I thought he looked better in the scenes we saw him in Guardians of the Galaxy. Even
He
though
was.
it's smaller.
He wasn't wearing
It
his
looked,
helmet.
It looked different.
I've always thought
I
he
don't
looked
know.
kind of dopey with the big prosthetic foam chin and.
Oh, I thought that was just fucking. What's his name's real chin?
Josh Brolin.
You think that's what Josh
there you
Brolin's
go. There
chin
you
looked
go.
like?
Josh Brolin, yeah.
Well, to me,
I'm excited. I think it looks
Perlman?
great.
The trailer looks fucking great, and it's suddenly you're like, I'm watching an intergalactic battle with somebody that's gonna fucking kick the Avengers' ass, dude. Like,
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people running in a field. That's kind of what I got from it.
they were fighting creatures.
Yeah.
Were they bug?
Hey, you know what? Were they the Chitauri or were they the paper people or what were they?
They're
The
other creatures.
the nondescript bullshit CGI characters that we see in every movie.
Hey, I've been fucking complaining about that
Right?
one from.
What if they're
from
not
beginning.
nondescript? What if they all have names and we spend 2 hours? That's all the movie is. Oh, this is John. This is Larry.
That would
Over
be
here is
at
Bob.
least interesting.
This is Jane. Jane cleans my glove for me every time I need to
Right.
like put one of the gems in. You know. I hope that's what the movie's about. Eat a dick.
It's all right. I mean, again, I kind of feel the same as I did
By
with
the way,
Civil War.
I understand where you guys are coming from, but is the fucking concept of henchmen lost on you guys?
No, I
they're
get
not
it.
there to be anything but cannon fodder for the fucking good guys. Like, that's the point. And I know that like some of our henchmen have not been as good as others. Like,
I just
you
want
know.
them to do better. Just do better.
do better. How? Be
Make
better.
something fucking memorable. It is possible.
Well-
It is possible to fucking have something better.
Look at the
than,
orcs.
Than fucking right. The fucking orcs from fucking Lord of the Rings were fucking awesome, man. Until they CGI their fucking
Right,
ass
right.
and fucking The Hobbit, and then they turned them into crap, dude. And look what they fucking did. I don't
And look
even,
how each one was a little bit
I
different
don't even
too.
know what the fuck I was looking at in fucking Suicide Squad. To this day, it still seems like a crinkled up fucking trash bag. I thought we fucking got past that, man.
I thought they were turds.
Star Trek, the original series was 45 fucking years ago. Give me something better, man. I want you to do something better. It's just they're lazy. And CGI is easy.
And it's not violent to kill faceless CGI monsters. And you see the same thing with Justice League. It's the little demon fear goblins or whatever the hell they are.
right.
It's a CGI monster for our heroes to kill and not be bad guys.
Yeah.
We can get a high body count without having a high body count.
Right.
You know, I'll see it.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be. I feel the same way about Justice League. It's like I enjoyed it, but was there anything memorable about that movie? The Flash.
I don't think they're making these days. I don't think they're making a lot of anything that's fucking very memorable.
It's just
It's all
pap,
product.
dude.
It's like in our last episode when I said, look
that's
at the
not
movies.
true.
Look at the movies from 1984. Okay, were
but-
phenomenal movies, groundbreaking movies,
Right.
awesome stuff, and the stuff we see today. They just churn it out. Churn it out, churn it
Deadpool,
out.
Logan.
Logan, mind you, awesome. Deadpool, I kind of agree with Ron with this one now. It does have diminishing returns after a while.
I watch it all the time.
It's a comedy. Almost all comedies do. Especially shock comedies.
I don't know. The Jerks seems to stand
not
the
shock
test
comedy,
of
that's
fucking
absurdist.
time. You know.
That is absurd.
Look, Deadpool is Deadpool. I will always have the first night I saw it in my mind. It's almost like The Hangover. I will always have the first time I watched The Hangover or Superbad.
It's because you were so close to me.
It was,
That's why.
and it was also looking at Chris and Steve, and all of us have fucking tears in our eyes because we're laughing so hard.
It
at this
reminds
movie.
me of when you and I saw Clerks 2 together,
Oh my
Comic Con
God,
weekend,
fucking brilliant.
and I will never forget
You
that
have to see
night.
those movies in
It was an
theaters.
awesome experience.
Well,
especially-
because at Comic Con, seeing that movie, and then just it's like certain movies like that, like you sort of transcend it. It's like I enjoy the shit out of this. Now, like with Logan, I could watch that movie again and again, and
Well,
I don't
I think
get tired
I
of
think
it.
we fucking agree that to me, Logan is absolutely movie of the fucking year.
That's this year's Fury Road. I
mean,
think. So
yeah, absolutely.
where I'm
dude.
like, I was shocked at how good it was.
Yeah.
and then I watched it, and I'm like, okay, it was really fucking good.
For what that was brilliant.
Well, and then I watched it again, and I was like, there's so much nuance in it, and you're
Yeah.
like, this is a really fucking great movie, and it also is like the perfect capper to sort of the X-Men universe, you know? It's like this perfect end to what I'm watching.
Now Disney can buy it.
Well, they're going to.
Yeah.
They're talking like that Fox deal is going to happen in the next couple weeks here, so, but we'll see.
But again, and I preach this every episode, we've, just like Star Wars, we've been inundated with the same shit. How many fucking times are we going to watch the Avengers over and over? It's the same movie, and I just said this when you were walked out. Justice League was the same thing.
I heard you.
It's the same fucking movie.
Well, there's a reason Justice League was the same, because it was Joss Whedon reshaped
there is
it.
true.
Reshaped
There's truth
the
to that.
fucking vision that Zack Snyder had, and basically turned that movie into Avengers Light.
Right.
Well, it's also the fact that DC has been trying to copy Marvel and catch up to Marvel since they started.
Look, I'm under. We haven't talked Justice League yet, but we will at some point. But I'm under the belief that I would like to see the Zack Snyder. I want to see what he intended. Like, it may not have been good, but I would at least like to have seen what he intended for that film.
I love that all the fucking nerds like you are like signing petitions so that they'll release that version of the
Well,
film.
they're going to.
It's like, fuck off.
That's all the DC ones are. They're crap in theaters and they're watchable at home on the
God,
Yeah.
the Suicide Squad was still terrible.
still
at
bad,
home. That's
dude.
fucking
Suicide
terrible.
Squad was. Whoa,
I
that
was so.
bad.
I have not been disappointed by a movie as much as I was.
and
that
it's
movie in a
worse
long-
every time you see it.
Oh yeah.
Every time you find something more awful.
That you're like, what the fuck was anybody thinking?
Ka-ching.
But like, look, Avengers: The Infinity War. I there's going to be a lot of payoff because there's been a lot of setup. You know,
Well, we hope there's
There
a lot of
better be
payoff.
some dead characters, is all I'm saying.
I definitely think we're killing people in this one.
They should have killed Cap in the last one.
No, they should have killed War Machine in the
Yes.
last one.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get that. But you still have to kill Cap at the end of Civil War. That's
No.
the story.
No, he goes off into Wakanda and becomes
No. Cap dies, Bucky takes over.
the
That's
concept of Cap dies with Captain America.
Whatever.
I look.
It's the same fucking movie.
The
It's
fucking
Avengers
trailer
all
for
over
that
again.
looked great, and I don't
It
care
looks
what you
okay.
say. You're wrong.
It looked
all
okay.
right? You're welcome to your wrong opinion. So,
right?
The only thing my only complaint is that Thanos looks, and I can only say it's because of the outdoor environment they put him in. He looks a little pink,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just a little pink in that one shot
Yeah.
of him on desert planet, and I'm like, did you see what my favorite meme like the day after was? The Michael Jackson approves of Thanos, and it was all Michael Jackson when he was young, and he's like blacker to getting like not as black, and then it's
I
all
don't think I saw
the first
that meme.
Thanos like super purple, and then
Yeah.
he's like pink.
Right.
And there was another one where it's all Sammy Sosa approves, and it's all Sammy Sosa when he was really dark, and then he's like super bleached white now.
Uh-huh.
I was like cracking up at all of these, so but you know,
If you
whitewashing,
find them
man.
again, send it to me.
I will. I
Yeah.
know exactly where it is, so
Okay,
I'll
cool.
shoot that over to you. But yeah, man. Look,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
and I'm sure it's
I'll
gonna make a
enjoy it.
shitload of money.
It'll make a
Right.
shitload of money.
Yeah.
But I have some concerns though about Disney buying Fox because there's a lot of like they're just gonna bury all these other properties now. It's like you think of all the properties that Fox owns. Whether like the X-Men is fine, they'll take that and put that in the MCU. But like you know,
In the reboot of the MCU.
sure, but we're not like the Aliens movies. I mean, I guess we're done with those after the last one. But like that property would be buried.
Well, they almost had a Aliens ride back in like the 90s.
yeah at Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
But they deemed it too scary. So
Well, you were going to be a Marine shooting aliens with a machine gun.
I believe, aren't they doing a new Predator movie?
they are. There's a new
Yeah.
Predator. But I
Yeah.
mean, the thing is with Disney is like Disney can only make so many movies a year, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they're not going to make more movies than they're
the
already
Whaling
making.
Corporation. I mean, Disney's going to be able to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, but
Well, they can have as many spin-offs as they want because you have Disney's making the Marvel movies, but it's still Marvel's.
yeah, but they're financing it all. So it's like at the end of the day, Disney can't eat itself by releasing movies on top of itself. So it's like
Yeah.
they're going to release so many movies a year, and then at a certain point, it's like you're going to have less to choose from.
Maybe that's good. We'll have less big movies, and we'll start to see some
Oh, it
more
just kinda
interesting
depends.
movies.
It just kind of depends on like what planet you're living on.
Right.
When Wayland Corporation, I mean Disney, is terraforming said planet. So
Oh, do you think there'll be like a Predator planet we can go watch movies
well, I
at?
mean, like,
and then-
you know, if you're on like Alpha Centauri or something like that, they're like, okay, you know, we're just gonna release these here, and then we'll have others on back on Terra, you know. So
they're gonna own fucking Avatar, you guys. Like, think about
they can
that.
fucking have that shit.
I do not need
there's
another
like
one of those fucking movies,
Didn't
let
you say they're
alone
gonna make, like,
6.
15
I think it's so
fucking
funny that
movies
that
or
movie's gone
something?
from so revered to so hated.
You know
because
what?
it's
I gotta
taken so
fucking
long
tell you.
to
I gotta
give
tell
us
you,
more
man. I
product.
walked out of the fucking theater. I'm not a bandwagon person. I didn't like it then.
Well, I don't like
didn't-
CGI, so I was
Well,
already
it wasn't
kind
even the
of,
CGI. I was just like, I just fucking didn't care.
Yeah.
I was like,
But that's why people
it's
did
like-
care, is 'cause
I
they
said
liked
it's
the
like-
CGI
I said
environment.
it felt like it was Dances with Smurfs. I said, you know, I get it.
You've heard that before.
never heard
We've
that.
used
I've
on
been
the
calling
show.
Dances with Smurfs from like, the beginning. So, and then somebody was playing fucking World of Warcraft too because they're like, oh, I got my mount. Oh,
Right.
I got my epic mount. Oh, now I got my flyer.
Well,
And
they
now
got-
I got
you
my
got-
epic flyer.
Hey, you got 2 more of those movies coming down the pipe.
Well, I
Maybe.
tell you what.
I thought there was more than
probably
that.
will-
No, no,
James Cameron said that the future of the sequels all depends on how people
2
respond to
and, 2
this.
and 3 are already being shot, or
Okay.
3 or 4 and 5 are the ones that he's like
Okay.
may not get made. So,
And see, so Disney will own Avatar.
yeah,
They already have
with-
Avatar
with
Land.
James
so.
Cameron, who you know, they created all that special technology at the time to film Titanic and go and look at the original Titanic, and it's all part of the goddamn synthetic life form fucking program that the Wayland Corporation Disney is fucking working on.
so
Right?
but Steve, you're this much closer to hunting robots.
coming together, dude.
You just got to look on the bright side of it, Steve.
Holy shit, man! You know, it's right there in front of us. It's like the goddamn Matrix. It's like a bunch of fucking little green things.
That's the next Disneyland.
and you're like-
Westworld.
You're like, holy
wouldn't-
shit!
Oh no,
I could
Sony
fucking,
owns the Matrix, right?
I
Yeah.
can
Okay,
see-
I was like, are they gonna own the Matrix too? Son of a bitch!
I can fucking see Agent Smith now. It's so fucking clear.
Steve has gone off the rails
Holy
officially.
fucking
He's gone into
dude.
Reddit. Come back.
All right, but I mean, look, I think between Avengers, Infinity War, and Star Wars, Disney is going to make all the money.
Oh, yeah.
This fucking year, like those 2 movies by themselves are going to be more than they'll be the 6th largest economy on the planet with those 2 movies.
Maybe.
What the fuck? Maybe get out of here with
I
that.
don't know, man. Look at Justice League. Everybody thought that was going to be huge. And
No,
it-
we all knew DC.
Oh, I don't think everybody
No,
was saying
no,
that
no.
Justice League was going to be huge. I don't-
everybody was talking about that movie.
People
They
were
even
hopeful.
expected that it was going to make $100,000 or
well,
100 million.
I think they were really.
100 grand.
100 grand.
I really
That's
think-
big dollars. Then 100 million more
well,
than it did.
See, with the success of Wonder Woman.
right. That's what I'm saying.
In everybody's love, including mine, of
Gal Gadot.
God damn, she is beautiful. I think that they were hoping that they were gonna ride kind of on that wave, and kind of fell short.
Well, I think the reviews killed it too. Like the reviews came out and had the reviews been
I
glowing.
never fucking look at reviews.
Yeah, but you're outside the norm, as am I. Like I go to see what I want to see.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm not interested in that. But there are people that legitimately are like, this did not get good reviews.
Well, then Buzz. Buzz always happens where none of us are immune to Buzz.
I do know some people who are fucking like Rotten Tomatoes is like
God.
to them.
Really?
They really listen to those fucking. I do know a couple people who really.
I mean, it's a
listen to those
good,
reviews.
I guess, a good way to measure a film because it's an aggregate score.
Well, except for
but-
like the ones they start cheating. Like what was it? The new Annabelle movie where they released it to like 6 critics. They got passing scores from all 6 critics, so it had 100% up until the day it was released.
and then it was all.
And they kept advertising like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, 100% fresh.
Oh, and then it was like 21% after
Yeah.
the movie came out. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, either it's that or we had 18 fucking thousand Cape movies in the last 5 years.
Cake movies?
Cape movies.
Oh, Cape. Got it.
Superhero films.
I was like, you're watching a lot
And
of movies
people
about
are
Cape?
fucking tired
He's
of the
watching my life.
Avengers every 2 years.
I think you're the only one, Chris. Why don't you
I'm
just
not the only
stay
one,
home,
dude.
watch iZombie, like complain
I
about.
can't wait till that comes back, dude. It's
You're
so
the only
good.
one. You're the only one.
I am not the only one because Dean likes it too.
our one listener
Our
that
one
likes
listener
iZombie.
The Uber fan.
So wait, did you real quick because we're getting close to wrapping this up? Did you watch the Crisis on Earth X 4-part crossover?
Didn't, dude. I missed it. I've already kind of gotten off the train of Supergirl, and I've gotten off of Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. The only thing that was keeping me was Flash, and I'm about 2 months behind on Flash.
I didn't watch any of that shit. I don't like any of those fucking shows.
They were fun for about
Carapola.
a season, and then again, how many fucking superhero TV shows can I watch? Because there's only like 20 on right now.
We are definitely inundated with we're at a point with
It's the new Western.
Yes,
Right.
And there's so many shows on, and there's no way to keep up. Like, it's impossible. And
that's not even counting the fucking weird ass X-Men shows that are out
yes.
that make no sense. Some of them, it's like, what the fuck? Am I
But you know
watching
what,
like an acid trip the entire
Look
season?
at the fucking commercials too, man. They're just selling those to fucking
Right.
teenage girls. Sorry.
Sure.
You know, and
we've even got freaking Archie
I know
and
it's I know
Veronica.
it's the market out there. That's cool. You know, so they could all find out who A is or whatever the fuck. Pretty Little Liars and any of that.
Oh, my daughter was so pissed when that
it's
ended.
It's like they take Pretty Little Liars and turn it into some superhero shit.
Right,
And
right.
that's just fucking not my bag. I ain't watching any of that crap.
I will tell you this. You don't need to have any fucking prior knowledge of anything to watch the 4 hours of Crisis on Earth X. It is like, once again, DC television gets right what fucking DC movies cannot get right.
Right. And that's what I've heard.
It was the first hour is the wedding of Barry Allen and Iris West when all the superheroes show up and the fucking Nazis from Earth X attack the wedding. And there is the coolest moment on any superhero movie I've ever seen, which is Wally West, Kid Flash, gets shot at by Nazis, catches the bullets, and then fucking runs by and sticks them all in the fucking barrels of all the Nazi guns, and then they all explode, and all the Nazis get killed that way. They also, the Greatest American Hero made the actor made a fucking cameo as the priest and got disintegrated by the Nazis. Fantastic.
Fucking Nazis.
I know, dude.
These
It was
fucking assholes.
But it was so much fun. Like, I enjoyed the shit out of the 4 hours of that. And every hour was, and it's not really an hour. It's like 40 minutes by the time you get done. So it ends up being like as long as, you know, a 2.5 hour movie.
Can we just take a moment to really thank Hitler? He did a lot of
Jesus.
He did a lot of bad things, but he gave us our greatest movie villains of all time.
True. This is true. Who would Indiana Jones be punching? We're not for Hitler.
We've tried to
right?
replace him with Russians. We tried to replace him with a million different things, and only Nazis can be
I
Nazis.
mean, listen, man. We wouldn't have had fucking Hellboy.
exactly.
This is true.
Because
right?
fucking the Nazis and Rasputin were fucking, fucking with demons and shit.
I wouldn't have had that fantastic sequence from Downfall from 2 years ago where it got everything else got subtitled into it, you know?
And then who would Antifa fight if there were no Nazis originally? We have to have Nazis to have neo-Nazis.
There
Like,
you go.
I'd like to see some of those guys actually meet real Nazis first.
That's
See
the
'em fight
cool
'em.
concept. Having
Not
a time portal and
The
Nazis
guys
come forward
that,
into our time.
we wouldn't have the Nazi zombies in Call of Duty.
Oh, dude, what about the fucking Nazi zombies from
Castle
Dead
Wolfenstein.
Snow.
Dead Snow. We would not
Oh
have
my
the
god,
brilliance of
Dead
Dead
Snow,
Snow.
and 1 and 2.
How about Iron
Brilliant.
Sky? We wouldn't
Oh,
have.
Did Iron Sky 2 ever happen?
I know somebody who was like, I will not watch that shit. They're just glorifying fucking Nazis. Jesus fucking
you
Christ.
slap
shut
that
up.
person?
I was just like, you know what? I was like,
They're not getting residuals.
I was like, you're a fucking. They're one of those tools to get, upset about
Worked
everything.
up over bullshit.
Yeah,
boys
dude,
from
it's
Brazil.
like,
Oh my god, dude. But seriously, like the Flash punch Nazis. It was so much fun.
So thank you, Hitler.
Thank you, Hitler. Like
I cannot believe we're celebrating Hitler.
I'm actually going to refrain from thanking
right, like
Zephyra.
the only downside of it was, and this is the only thing I didn't quite jive with, is somehow the Earth X version of Arrow was the Fuhrer over there.
what?
Right? So it was like, I mean, I could buy into him being sort of like a high level general, but he was the Fuhrer, you know? And I'm like,
Who was it?
what's his face? The Arrow.
Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell.
Oh, okay.
Stephen Amell, like, it was doppelganger. So basically it was
Yeah.
like the Earth X version of Arrow and Supergirl come over to fight with our heroes.
Yeah.
And then Reverse Flash was on their side as well. And it was great, dude. There was like, once again, I'm watching a comic book come to life for 4 hours on TV. I don't watch Arrow. I gave up on that. I don't watch Supergirl. And I still enjoyed the shit out of all the characters from that show. You know?
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a great movie. I enjoyed the I was like, this is a movie. I'm watching a movie, and it's all it is. And it's like, if you like comic book movies, and especially once again, if you like Silver Age comic books like I do, which are sort of fun. It's something even though
campy.
It's a little campy, but not like
not the Bronze
Batman
Age.
66 campy. But it's just something I can throw on with the kid.
Yeah.
And we can watch the shit out of it and enjoy it. Like, you know, it's like I can't watch. We watched Justice League with him too. Like he enjoyed that. But it's like, you know, it's like he's 5, so I don't want it to be too violent. You know.
I can't wait for him to come hang out with Uncle Steve and the boys, dude. They're like, what do you want to watch?
Game of Thrones.
Have you ever seen Black Hawk Down?
Right.
All right, let's check it out.
Actually, he has, but that's neither here nor there.
Ronald Andrew, do you like it when a dog rubs up and down on your leg?
Just watched Airplane the other day. He's like, son, do you like
Gladiator movies?
Gladiators?
It's funny, man. I've watched that with like, you know, people who are like in their 20s and they're just not getting it, dude. Just like,
really?
Yeah, like,
That's
they're-
fucking brilliant.
Like they're
still.
like, this is fucking funny. I guess
It's a little
You know?
dated.
I love
Get
it.
out of here.
It's a little
Shit.
dated.
Comedy doesn't age well always. I mean, I don't like Mel Brooks, so
Dude, I've been saying
Sweet
for like
baby.
years. Early Mel Brooks is fun, but like later Mel Brooks,
I think it's funny.
Did
Every
not
one of his
play.
movies is a parody of something else.
right.
But that's what he did, though.
Right.
I know, and I appreciate it for what it was and when it came, and it was very important. It's just I appreciate it more than I enjoy it. If that makes sense.
I you know, Mike, this will be the shortest like fourth on the show we've ever had. Like
Sweet baby Jesus.
Mike's one and only
Christ in
episode. Did
heaven,
you
who I
just
love.
say you don't fucking like Mel Brooks movies?
I appreciate Mel Brooks. I just don't enjoy his movies as much as I know I should.
I don't
even understand.
know what you're
you're
saying right now,
man.
like that hurts my soul.
Like,
dude.
okay, listen. Of his,
He's no Ernest P. Morrill.
I'm
like,
not
that's what I'm saying.
like.
Who the fuck is Ernest P. Morrill?
Jim Varney. Ernest Goes to Camp. Ernest Saves Christmas. Like those are good classic comedies.
Oh Jesus! I was gonna kind of back your play on this Mel Brooks thing, but I can't hang
I gotta
with the
choose one
Ernest
across
thing.
the aisle. No.
Wait, now, Steve, do you realize 50% of the room is literally sitting here saying,
Wait.
they do not think Mel Brooks is funny.
Wait.
No. Well, I never said Mel Brooks is not
I think
funny.
they fucking also like dead babies and fucking cancer too.
They were the ones thinking Hitler, by the way.
Yeah.
I just
I
wanted
did not think you thanked Hitler, motherfucker. I'm not saying that I like early Mel Brooks, Blazing Saddles, what is it, Young Frankenstein. Where I draw the line is where we get to Men in Tights,
Not my favorite.
and the
admittedly.
fucking jokes go on for like a minute longer than we need to get the joke.
Well,
To
he
me,
also
that
definitely
one-
rehashes a few jokes
Exactly.
in that one.
to
That's
me,
okay.
to me, that one seemed a little.
I loved it when I was a kid. I saw Men in Tights when I was like what, junior high, elementary school.
Oh, it's terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
It's terrible, dude.
No.
Well, when you're a kid,
wrong.
you love it because it's like
Watch
it's the
it
guy
again.
from Princess
I have.
Bride, and they're making dick jokes.
Well, then you got big issues.
Look, my favorite thing is that fucking Dave Chappelle is in that movie,
Yes.
and I love
chew.
I love Abe Lincoln. He's all, did you just call me Abe Lincoln? He's all, no, I said, hey, Blinken. He's all, oh, like that bit is like all that shit's great, dude. Like, I that movie's enjoyable for me. Like, I enjoy it. It's not the best Mel Brooks.
No.
I think it's like Spaceballs. Spaceballs is not the best Mel Brooks, but
No.
there's enough there that's fucking unbelievably classic.
You like Spaceballs because of Star Wars.
No, even at the time, the first time I saw it when I was like 9, I
It's
was like,
fun.
this movie's fun, but it's not like the funniest movie I've ever seen. But there are moments in it that are really fucking clever.
Yeah.
And I love like the bit with the VCR, and I love the Schwartz, and the fact that their lightsabers come out of their cock rings. Like all that shit is brilliant to me. And the greatest moment in cinema history when they're fucking combing the desert.
I ain't found shit.
like that fucking by
brilliant.
itself is like worth the fucking price of admission.
All
like,
right. I'll give you
man, we
that
ain't
one. but-
found shit. like,
See, I watch those too, and I just think to myself like, this was an era where you could go ahead and make fucking jokes, whether they were sexist or racist or
You couldn't make Blazing
inappropriate.
Saddles today.
Fuck no, and it's a pity
Yeah.
too. I mean, I think we're losing out on a lot of shit by restricting ourselves. Just let comedy, be fucking funny. Lighten up. It's like you could take a dick, but you can't take a joke. Come on, man.
even
You
Hitler
know?
like
I mean,
Chaplin.
fuck. You know?
why are we
So-
back on Hitler again?
Dude, I'm seeing a
Hey, you know
theme develop
what?
here.
Look at fucking the producers.
Yes. Yes.
The producers.
We just watched that. We just watched that
Fuck,
on Thanksgiving,
man.
the original, and it's fucking.
Yeah.
It's still
It
brilliant.
holds
Yeah.
up.
It's still brilliant.
You know what? I love the fucking original. I love the remake.
But
dude.
there's also, you know, it's funny. It's like I think those movies are of their time as well, and I
Definitely.
think they're definitely like when you watch them now through like a lens 40 years later, where you're like, especially in the producers, you're like they bring the guy on who's the choreographer, who's fucking Mr. Belvedere first off, and he is a cross-dressing gay man. You know,
super ahead of its time,
right? And you're like, this was like you didn't show this on fucking screen, like not.
And then you're fucking singing fucking "Springtime for Hitler and Germany."
Well, even like the bean
Bum,
scene
ba-dum.
in Blazing Saddles, like that was offensive to people back then.
Like
the
all
farting scene.
More beans, Mr. Taggart. I think you boys have had enough. You know, and I think that like, especially like when you're pushing outside, when you push the norms, I think that's where the comedy like is brilliant in those movies. I just think like the norms for I think people are afraid to push the norms now.
Oh, for sure.
And I think the way we deliver comedy is not as clever as it was then. I think movies are funny,
that's it.
but I think what happens is like we're too stuck into this. Let's just fucking improv our way through a movie, and we're gonna edit it together into something that's funny, you know. And it's like I think like all the Seth Rogen movies are that, where it's just like
Jesus, yes.
I'm just gonna put a camera on you and do some funny shit, and it's why the Lord Miller got fired off the Han Solo movie. Because basically they're like, no. Like, we don't make movies like that. Like, you're going to fucking, here's your script, you shoot the script. And they're like, well, it's not what we do. And it's, you know, and I think that's what's problematic is that all these movies have a sameness to them. Yeah. You know, because it's like non sequitur, the movie, fucking constantly. Yeah. You know, and it's like the first time I saw Knocked Up, I was like, this is really funny. And like, you know, like the moment with them sitting on the couch doing the, you know how I know you're gay? Like you have an Asia poster on the wall. Like shit like that, or like why are you always talking about fucking a goat? You know, like all the bits from that could not have come. Nobody wrote those bits. Like those just fucking happened in the moment. Yeah. But then the problem is 7 movies later, I'm watching the same comedy. Yeah. And it's like I've already seen this movie. Like show me what's next. Give me the next thing. You know, it's like. The Hangover. Like, the first Hangover was great, but by the time I got to the third one, I'm all, really? We're doing this again?
Fuck, I don't even think I watched the third one. I got through the second one, and I was like, that was brutal, man.
The third one is better than the second one.
But not by much.
No.
Not by much at all.
Well, the first one doesn't repeat
well,
that well.
You know, it's to me, it was like, it's like the whole Sacha Baron Cohen thing with the whole Borat, and they tried to recreate that fucking magic with Bruno. And I got to tell you, man, I wasn't fucking feeling.
Well, Borat was likable, Bruno wasn't.
I got to tell you, man, I was dying during fucking Borat. I was laughing my fucking ass off. But the time we got to Bruno, I was just like, I just didn't care anymore.
The Dictator, though.
Have you seen The Dictator, though?
I've seen bits of
that movie fucking holds up, dude.
That's the best of all of his films, I think.
Okay, when he gets fucking brought in the movie The Dictator, when he gets hired on at the what is it, the commune or the
it's like the vegan store,
eatery, and she's like, everybody here is peaceful, and he fucking rips into like the one-armed guy and the guy from Africa who's he's like
Sub-Saharan,
like that whole bit, and then have you seen the bit with them on the helicopter where they're like talking in their made up Durka language?
Was the Dictator just fucking like
both?
Just like fucking Borat?
No, there was a mixture. Like it had a plot.
It was like real movies.
It is a real movie.
Meets kind of.
Yeah.
They had scenes where it was.
They had moments in there, but there's this really fantastic moment that's scripted where it's him and the guy from The League, and he's been on everything at this point. But they're on the plane, and there's like these 2 white people on the plane with them, and they're having like this conversation that's subtitled, where it's like, "What are you doing here?" And it's like but every time it like cuts to the white people, it sounds like they're trying to like plot to blow up the fucking helicopter. Like it's brilliantly like this brilliant moment.
Talking about, like, they keep saying 9/11 for some other reference besides 9/11.
Yes, yeah, and it's like so all their English words that they keep slipping in are like it literally sounds like they're plotting to like. Get the helicopter.
Like it's gonna be big. Like the boom, bop, boom, boom, 9/11, boom.
And then they like keep looking at the people. They're like, ah! They're like, ah! Get us the fuck off! Like
because once again, it's social commentary how we view that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that movie like to me
funny as hell.
But it's taking that comedy and find like, okay, this guy's not hitting here, so let's try something a little different. Right. You know? And it's like, I think for me, like some of these movies, man, like I'm fucking done with this like constant like let's improv everything. You know?
That was my biggest problem. I mean, there was many problems, but you know, the Ghostbusters movie was just jabber, 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 and there was no punchlines. It was just like non sequiturs. Let me talk about the wontons in my soup. Wontons in the soup. Wonton. That's a funny word. Wonton. You got a punchline? You got a ghost? No. All right. Bye.
Did we write a joke anywhere in here? No.
There will be ghost busting in this ghost busting movie.
But yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I think with like Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks is all about set him up, knock him down.
Yeah.
Like to me, he writes a good joke. He writes a good scene, and I think that you are a worse person for not liking those movies. I think personally, like you should burn in hell, like with the Redditors and
and my robot friends.
and your robot friends that
fucking androids.
All right, let's get close to wrapping this up here. Does anybody else have anything else they want to rant about? You know, we haven't done in a while, guys. We haven't touched on it. I'm not gonna say that. We haven't talked about anybody's kids for a while. Anybody got a story they want to tell?
I haven't thought about it, but I'm sure I've got plenty.
I know Steve's got something because I can see it in his eyes.
We've just one of the two has just been really kind of turning one on. It's actually not been fun.
Oh, really?
He's really been like, he's about to get kicked out of his fucking after school program.
Oh, wow.
'Cause he's just like, he's like a fucking Rage Against the Machine song, dude. He's just like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
I'm guessing this has got to be Vin.
Yeah, it would be my boy Vincent.
It has to be Vincent.
It would be Vincent Price Hale. Yes, he is.
Welcome to the wolf life.
He is dramatic, dude. Just like his namesake.
So what's going on? Like, is he just like completely like not interested in anything they have to offer, or?
Well, you know,
is it a
Vin,
fun story?
You gotta come in. You gotta come in from recess. He's like, nah, why don't you come get me? why don't you come get me, pregnant teacher?
Wow.
Did he tell her that?
No, but it's just like that's the attitude. It's like, you know,
He's learned how little authority
she'll say,
people
"Oh,
have.
you'll take 2 steps forward. I'll fucking take 4 steps back. Come catch me, motherfucker."
Like he's gonna run in the yard and
Yeah,
just be
like you ain't got me. You ain't got me. I'm over here now, motherfucker. And even Victor's like, Vincent, get over here. You know, Vic is fucking stepping in like, brother, what are you doing? So yeah, it has not been fun. But you know, they're fucking 5. It's like, how do you reason with a fucking 5-year-old too?
You don't.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, listen, this is not acceptable, dude. And there's gonna be consequences.
Right.
But if you're fucking cool, there'll be a reward. But if you're fucking not cool, dude, it's all in the fire. So it's just, you know, it's been rough.
I'm sorry. This is not as usually.
It's not as been. It's been trying. You know, I'm actually adulting for like for 3 kids. You know, the first one I was super fucking lucky. I mean, she just was like totally complicit. I thought I was gonna get it. You know, she was cool, but I'm actually having a parent right now. It's it's weird.
We've reached.
What the fuck? I shouldn't be parenting. You guys seen me?
We've come across bargaining as a tool all of a sudden, and that's annoying as fuck. When I'm like, "Hey, it's time to go to bed." I don't want to go to bed, Dad. Yeah, it's time right now. How about you go to bed and I'll stay up?
Oh, whoa! I haven't gotten that. Holy shit!
And I'm like, "No, it's time for you to go to bed, and you need to brush your teeth." Dad, I already brushed my teeth this morning. Well, you need to brush them again tonight. I don't think so, Dad. I didn't eat any dinner.
Yeah, see, this all sounds foreign to me. There was none of that shit.
Well, my child is. It's not even like the talking back because he's not being an asshole about it.
He's being logical.
He's logically like having like.
No,
Dad, I think I don't want to do that. You know.
If you're tired, go to bed. I'm fine. I'm gonna stay up and watch TV.
no.
Yeah, or like
There was none of that shit
Dad,
with any of my kids.
Dad, we're not done with this book. Like, and this little motherfucker, like, he's in the other room, so I don't want him to hear me. He has decided to use all of my love of, like, his love of schooling and reading against me as a tool now. So I'll be like, he'll come home and he'll be like, Dad, I think we should go play in the sandbox. And I go, well, you got to do your homework. He goes, Dad, I already finished my homework for the week. And I go, well, you know that we know you're ahead of the class, so you have to do other homework. He goes, Dad, I'm already the smartest kid in the class. I don't think I need to do other homework. And I'm like, you little fucker. Like, no, you need to read for 15 minutes. And he's like, I already read this book, Dad. I can tell you how it ends. Like, all this, and it just drives me nuts. I'll do math later, Dad. We'll do that later. So now it's been the threat of Santa has been hanging.
Ooh, that's
over
a good
him.
one.
Did I tell you guys about Krampus?
Oh, yeah. Like last year, but anything this year.
Well, remember I told you fucking, like, you know, hey, you guys aren't cool. Krampus is going to come. And they were like, it freaked them the fuck out. Right? They were like, and it worked. Well, now they come in and they fucking tell me, well, listen, this is what we got to plan. And I'm not even fucking kidding. But he's like, we're going to capture him in a cage. And then we're going to stab him with spears.
Wow.
Wow.
They're gonna
And she's
hunt
like,
the monster.
yeah, they're going to fucking kill Krampus. That's their fucking plan.
It's like the new Monster Squad.
I was like, I couldn't fucking believe I was hearing this. I mean, part of me was like,
Well done, children. Well done.
the other part
And
of
they're
me
going
was
to
like,
use spears. They've been listening to your...
well, yeah, you heard about them making fucking spears, right? Did you hear that one? Yeah,
Yes.
they were making fucking spears. So, I mean, they're paying attention to... I gotta stop letting them watch these fucking videos. You know?
Wow.
But yeah, when they came home with and like they came home, now the Krampus, that fucking happened a couple of months ago. This happened before Halloween. They just came home from school, or it was a daycare. I don't remember which, but they came home and they were like, listen, like
got
we
a
need
plan.
to talk, Dad. We got a plan. I was like, what? And they said, we know Christmas is coming and the whole blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Am I having this
Do
conversation?
you think they just talk to each other about this shit like when they go to bed?
Man, I don't know. You know what? I got kind of pinky in the brain. A little bit. Well, okay. All right. That's not a good example. Vincent does not shut the fuck up. Ever.
Oh my God.
This fucking kid. Darth Vader. Krampus. You're like, fuck, man. He doesn't shut up. Now Victor.
Silent
He's
but
really
deadly.
quiet, dude. And he'll fucking just like... He's fucking thinking. You can see it.
plotting.
You can see it in his fucking eyes. Dude. He's like, I don't have to tell you. Because you're going to fucking find out. You know? So, yeah, I mean, yeah.
This is what. So he.
And they do work together. Like Vincent is definitely the mouthpiece of the
You
operation.
think Vic is the brains of the operation?
I think sometimes they tag in and out. You know?
All right.
Yeah, it's. Oh,
Well,
I tell you, I can't wait for fucking 7.
we've been doing our advent calendar, and we had not actually put stuff in for the next couple days. We'd just done like day 1 and day 2, and then nothing for the rest because we didn't want it to rot, candy or whatever the fuck. So somebody came down the other morning at 5:45 in the morning when nobody was awake and went through all the doors to see what was on every day.
Oh.
And he goes, Dad, there's only stuff up till day 3. Like nothing else is in there. And we were like, I'm sorry. And he goes, well, I looked already all the way through 25 and there's nothing in any of the other doors. And we're like, Ronald Andrew, how dare you?
Uh-huh.
Like the elves, like you just ruined it. Like they may not bring anything for a couple days for you now because you're not allowed to look ahead. And he goes, no, it'll be fine. Well, the next fucking day came and we didn't put anything in there.
Well, it wasn't fun, huh?
And then the next day came and he's like, there, and he got like, I'm so sorry. How do I make it go back?
How do we fix this?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make the elves mad. But the fact that he fucking like came down first thing in the morning and checked on this shit when nobody was paying attention, same thing. And then the never ending talking. I feel like I got both your kids in one. I get, Dad, what, and it's always like a little pause. Like what, like we knew we were recording tonight. What time do you think Uncle Steve will be here? And I go, I don't know, buddy. He goes, well, Vic and Vin's dad, I like him. What time's he coming? And I go, I don't know. Do you think Vic and Vin will be here? I go, I'm pretty sure they won't, buddy. What do you think they'll be doing? I don't know. They'll probably be playing with their mom. They go like, well, what game do you think they'll be playing?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, it's a joke, but it's the fucking truth. The questions do not fucking stop, man. You're like, finally, I'm like, listen, I'm driving. Daddy needs to pay attention so I don't crash, and we all die in a fire. So shut up.
No, today was, Dad, how many knots do you think the wind is blowing?
Oh shit.
What the?
Well, because he asked me one time, he goes, how fast is the wind? And I go, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, how many hours per mile? I go, miles per hour. Miles per hour is it blowing? I go, well, actually, son, we register wind in knots. And he was like, well, how many knots is it? I go, I don't know, son. I'm not a sailor. I have no clue. And so today he remembered that, and he's like, how many knots do you think that wind is blowing? Also, this little kid remembers every time I curse now.
Yeah.
And I get this,
I've been corrected on
Dad,
a few times.
no, but Dad, do you remember on Sunday when you said the S word? And I go, I do not, son. He goes, yeah, Daddy, you said that S word is not right. And I was like, well, I'm glad you remember all that. That's great.
I've been called out by him for letting, the S word or
You could say shit. It's
shit, damn it, etc. Right? They're like, Dad, they don't say anything when I'm like, get your fucking ass in your room now.
No,
They march. They're like, they don't even turn around. Like they know, like, Dad, I'm gonna whip your ass, dude. Because I'm old school, man. I will take this hand and I will lay it upon your ass, and you will know I am the fucking law, dude. All right,
I am the Lord your God.
Holy shit, dude. You won't have an ass left when I am fucking done with you if you don't get your fucking room right now. Yeah, we've had some of those
we've had
afternoons. But you know what? You know what? For me, dude, when it's just me and the fucking boys, it's cool.
It's when mom gets involved.
When fucking mom comes in, and now they're vying for her shit constantly.
What do you mean?
They want to be, if one is on her lap, they both want to be. It's like, dude, you guys are 5 now. You're getting a little big. Mom is fucking, 115 pounds. She can't fucking hold you guys like this, And then she just doesn't she doesn't have strong hand like I do. So I'm watching it escalating. Whatever's going on, shit's escalated, and I'm going, and I'm about to have to fucking step in because it's fucking getting out of hand.
Yeah, my God.
And I'm literally like,
thing, dude.
3, 2, 1.
We had that shit happen the day before yesterday. Like, he's gotten to this point where, and it's like they're at that age, so it's like they're like testing their limits, right?
They're like raptors.
Oh yeah, without question. And I have to come in and like hold my hand up, and be like, you know me, girl.
Fucking Chris Pratt
you know
style,
me,
dude.
Right?
You're my boy, Blue.
But like this morning, she's like, I'm like in bed, and I hear, okay, time to get dressed. Okay, Mom. She comes in, is getting ready. She goes back in like 15 minutes later. I hear, what are you doing? Why are you naked and playing with Legos in the middle of the floor? And he's like, I'll get dressed, Mom. She goes, you need to get dressed. You need to make your bed. And he goes, I don't want to make my bed. And like, that's the moment.
Right.
And I'm like,
2, 1. Now I'm on.
And I walk in the room, and it's like, we've gotten past the point of like, he knows the minute I show up, like, shit's about to go down.
Right.
And I walk in the room, I go, what are you doing? And he goes, I did, and I go, because like we got a little bit of an ass whooping about 3 weeks ago because he fucking hauled off and punched me in the groin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no.
Like, just not like I made a fist and went for your cock or anything like that, but like he just like wildly swung and like drilled me, and I was like, nah, we're not doing that, because he got mad because he got told like, you're on timeout, wasn't having it, and I mean, look, dude, they're 5 and 6 years old,
right?
And I remember being 6 years old, quote unquote, helping my dad. Which I went to my dad the other day and I was like, you gave me a lot of busy work to just fucking keep me out of the way. How dare you? And he goes, but you learned. I go, yes, I give my child busy work every opportunity I can.
Right.
But I remember when I was like 6 years old, dude, my dad was like, I need you to help me stack the wood pile on the side of the house. And I was like, all right. And I did like a fucking most haphazard stack on the planet. And my dad walked over. He goes, what is this? what? You can't have this like this, son. You got to stack the wood like on top of each other. He's like, what if I try to grab a piece of wood? And he fucking grabbed like a 2x4, and this thing came down like a Jenga set, like of like 2x4s and plywood, and fell on top of him. And he got so mad. Like at 6, I knew to get the fuck out of there, and my dad tried to kick me in my ass, literally. Like he went to kick me, missed, and fell down. And I think now at 40, I'm all, that'd be pretty funny, right? Like as a parent, you got to be like laughing your ass off when you're like, you're so mad, but you're like, God, fucking kids, you know.
I had to get on Victor's ass. Now Victor's the silent one, right? And fucking, I got on him about something, man. And he literally looks me dead in the fucking eyes and raises his fucking fist like this. And I said, you know what, dude? If you fucking feel like that 13 years from now, I'll fucking be waiting. And Jen's like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm telling him, when he's 18 years old, me and him are going to have a fucking fist fight in the fucking front yard. And you know what? I'm going to be ready for his fucking little ass. You better go practice falling down now, shithead. Raise your fist to me like that. Holy
You're like
shit.
Kill Bill over here.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like if you still feel sore about this and you want to come find me,
dude,
I'll be waiting.
I'll tell you. There's been some fucking times in the last few weeks I'm like, I'm not a religious person, but I'm looking at the bathroom light and I'm going, fucking something. Somebody give me some fucking strength here, man. Holy shit, these fucking kids. But like I said, man, when it's just me and them, like last Saturday, dude, just me and the boys, dude, went to a kid's Christmas party up the mountains, there and back, no fucking problems, came home. The old lady was with your old lady doing their fucking thing. Shit, man, I had their asses in bed 8:30, man. It was fucking great. I'm watching the fucking Godfather. No fucking hassles. Watch, when I come home from fucking recording this tonight, now we are looking at fucking, 9 o'clock?
Yeah, we have been 2 hours.
I fucking bet you my kids are going to be fucking running around the house, man. I'll be like, what happened?
Well, I'm not the quality parent right now, as my child is in the other room watching Cars 2.
Well, at least it's Cars 2, and it's not
Cars 1?
Or,
Debbie Does Dallas. Or
I was gonna say Cum Shitters 3.
no, yeah, that's a good one. The plot is not
It's
as
got
good.
a nice arc to it. Like literally, like the cum has a nice arc.
No, but he watched Peanuts movie. It's like his special treat. So,
Right.
But yeah, man, I feel you there. It's like the parenting is not as fun as it was just 2 years ago because he fucking has intelligence now, and I'm like.
That's crafty and it's evil. I remember I used to play my parents against each other. My dad once let slip, "You son of a bitch." And every time I got in trouble with my mom, "Hey mom, remember that time when dad called me a son of a bitch?" "God damn it, Glenn!" And she would just go off on my dad, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to playing video games now."
You were a prick, weren't you?
Well, they always say like you can't blame yourself for your parents' divorce. Like that did not apply to me.
Wow.
My mom once came after my dad with a baseball bat.
Really?
We had a mark on the door frame of like a little blue smear with the Louisville Slugger.
Hey, I had my dad come after me with a baseball bat, so.
My mom also cut off not cut off, but chopped my dad's hands with a chainsaw.
What?
Not on purpose.
Allegedly?
He was holding the Christmas tree, he flinched, and the chainsaw slipped and went across his wrist. So I just see my dad coming out from the backyard after the chainsaw's running, with blood dripping from his hands, holding his Kleenex, going, "We need to get to the hospital now."
You're like, World Star.
See, that's the nice thing about having a new person in the room.
I got nothing.
Dude.
I got nothing now.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
My mom cut my dad's fucking arm with a fucking chainsaw.
And this will tell me about my mom. My dad made the joke of like, well, at least I don't have to do the dishes for the next couple of weeks because I have stitches. My mom went out and bought him full-length dishwashing gloves.
Oh, see, I'd have been like, woman,
No.
you're out of your fucking mind if you think I'm ever going to do it. I will throw them in the fucking trash before I ever
happens
wash
in my
them.
house?
My dad makes Woody Allen look masculine.
with the fucking chainsaw. I would never let my wife fucking handle a chainsaw while I'm around anyway. So
All right, well, let's wrap this up right there. I think we have officially hit our limit for disturbing stories for the night right there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Once again, I have been Improv Comedy Movie.
I've been appreciating Hitler.
I got nothing.
I'm fucking killing androids.
And we hope you guys are having a Nerdlife Crisis. Music
Music for the Nerdlife Crisis podcast is provided by Big Papa and the TCB. All music available at bptcb.com or at iTunes. The Nerdlife Crisis is recorded at the Inland Blue Studios. Make sure to subscribe to the Nerdlife Crisis at iTunes and like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Nerdlife Crisis.